Does Denny Hamlin's partnership with FedEx really have to come to an end? For Denny Hamlin and FedEx with Joe Gibbs Racing, the race is done. Is this really the end, or is it simply a rumor? What will happen? And what recent NASCAR developments there have been? Hello NASCAR fam, and welcome back to NASCAR Live. But before we begin, subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Today we'll discuss recent rumors about FedEx and Denny Hamlin. So let's begin. The silly season of NASCAR is drawing to an end, and decisions like promoting Ryan Preece and Ty Gibbs to the Cup Series have mostly clarified any remaining issues at the top level of the sport. But beginning to look forward, the future is never too early. The contracts that FedEx and Denny Hamlin have with Joe Gibbs Racing are slated to expire at the conclusion of the 2023 racing season, according to Adam Stern of Sports Business Journal, who made the announcement on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. The timing of this is significant because the organization's lineups have recently generated a lot of debate. Hamlin has collaborated with FedEx since he took over the number 11 vehicle for Joe Gibbs Racing at Kansas Speedway during the 2005 campaign. Ever since, there has been a collaboration. They will have spent 18 full seasons together by the time the 2023 season starts. Hamlin has emerged over the past few years as one of the most well-known drivers in NASCAR because to his prowess on the track as well as his position as co-owner of 23XI Racing alongside Bubba Wallace and more recently Tyler Reddick. The 41-year-old driver has at least 2 victories in 7 of the previous 8 seasons, including several crown jewel victories, making him eventually eligible for election to the Hall of Fame on the first vote. Given that Kevin Harvick, who is 42 years old, has won 23 races, Denny Hamlin's age does not seem to be a major issue for the driver. It's more important to keep your competitive edge up until that unanticipated performance decline. In response to a question on this subject on the podcast, hosted by Dale Earnhardt Jr., Hamlin stated that he did not want his performance to decline to the point where he could not win each week. The number 11 driver also said that this would be his final effort to win the race, and he would like to do it. Notably, Hamlin has stated that he would want to retire with FedEx at Joe Gibbs Racing, but if the sponsor does not extend, it could change the course that Hamlin's career takes in its later years. He might race with 23XI Racing if his sponsorship situation changes. What do you think about the sponsorship situation? Will it change? Please share your thoughts in the comments box below. For further updates in the future, please subscribe to our channel. But FedEx's dedication to him will undoubtedly shape the next phase of his professional life. It appears like Hamlin won't leave the team unless the sponsor decides to do so. But if, for instance, he is to win the NASCAR Cup Series championship in 2023, everything might become meaningless. We are crossing our fingers that this negotiating process will be straightforward and that we will all be on the same page moving forward because Joe Gibbs Racing and Kyle Busch have already gone through a difficult negotiation process together. Denny Hamlin stated this a few months back, and as of this posting, his viewpoint has not altered. Denny Hamlin recently made some negative remarks about Joe Gibbs Racing following the event in Martinsville where Ty Gibbs crashed his teammate Brandon Jones. He said he missed JD. He was obviously referring to the late JD Gibbs, Joe Gibbs' son and the former head of JGR while his father was still alive. Additionally, a lot of people think that when he was in control of the organization, its members developed stronger relationships with one another and faced less issues overall. The JGR team has been experiencing significant turbulence ever since Kyle Busch decided to switch to the rival RCR team because he had had enough of JGR's unfulfilled promises. The Joe Gibbs grandson is now on his way to make things even more difficult for the team, whose existence is already full of tension. This information was only Denny Hamlin's ideas. We have no idea what will transpire. We're only outlining the specifics of the present contracts between FedEx and Denny Hamlin for you. We can only hope that the rumors are unfounded and that Denny Hamlin and FedEx will be able to continue working with JGR for at least a few more years. Let's see what transpires then. What do you think will happen in light of this rumor? Please share with us in the comments box below. And that's not all, there are other NASCAR developments. To expand its global presence, NASCAR is traveling to South America. The NASCAR Brazil Sprint Race, which will be the organization's 4th foreign series and its first in South America, was announced by NASCAR on Wednesday. The first race in the series will be co-produced by NASCAR, and the Brazilian GT Sprint Race Series will take place in 2023. The NASCAR Mexico Series, NASCAR Pinty Series, and NASCAR Whelen Euro Series are the 4 international racing series that compete under the NASCAR banner today. The upcoming series will be the 4th international series. The 2023 NASCAR racing season will take place on 3 continents and in a total of 12 different nations. For further updates in the future, please subscribe to our channel. Brazil is a dynamic country that is steeped in motorsports culture and community, and it is the appropriate place for our first series in South America, according to Chad Siegler, Vice President of International Operations for NASCAR. The NASCAR Brazil Sprint Race will provide Brazilian race fans with a series to which they can feel connected, while also allowing us to exhibit the exhilarating side-by-side racing that is synonymous with NASCAR, he added. We hope and expect that this series will open up additional opportunities for the best racers, mechanics, and engineers in the nation to progress to NASCAR's National Series in the U.S., which is regarded as the pinnacle of stock car racing on a global scale. In 2012, GT Sprint Race was founded by Tiago Marques, a Brazilian stock car racer in the past. The goal of the series is to achieve a balanced, healthy level of performance, safety, and intense competitiveness. A total of 18 sprint races, including the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace in Sao Paulo, were included in the schedule for the 2022 GT Sprint Race. These races were spread out over the course of 9 weekends at road circuits all across Brazil. The 2023 schedule will reportedly be released later, according to NASCAR. Because NASCAR is an iconic American sport, according to Carlos Cole, the NASCAR Brazil Sprint Race's general partner, they were excited to work together to create the event. Since its inception in 2012, GT Sprint Race has provided thrilling races for its audience. With the support of this partnership, the series will advance by including more NASCAR-inspired events in the future, such as races on oval tracks. It will be advantageous for race fans around the country because today is a historic day in Brazilian motorsport history. Since 1972, Interlagos has hosted Formula One races, and the sport's recognition has soared ever since. The motorsports industry in Brazil has a vibrant culture. 3 Brazilian-born racers who have participated in NASCAR competitions in the U.S. can be credited with establishing a connection between the two organizations. Miguel Paludo has made 81 starts in the NASCAR Xfinity Series and Truck Series, including 3 this season. In the Cup Series in 2003, Christian Fittipaldi made 15 starts. In the 3 NASCAR National Series between 2010 and 2016, Nelson Piquet Jr. started 83 races and finished first 3 times. But how did 23XI Racing came into existence? Thanks to a fake news report, Michael Jordan's $150 million NASCAR team came into existence. Michael Jordan is one of the most well-known figures in basketball, if not all of sports. The 6-time NBA champion elevated the league to new heights and expanded its appeal internationally. Jordan has a stellar 6-0 record in the NBA Finals and is best renowned for his utter dominance and ability to seize control of the game at any time. Michael Jordan, who made $93 million while playing in the NBA, is now a billionaire with a net worth of over $1.7 billion. A great global icon, he has gained a ton of money thanks to his partnership with Nike for the Jordan brand. Jordan acquired a small ownership in the Charlotte Hornets in 2006. Jordan acquired a controlling ownership stake in the team by March 2010. In addition to owning a basketball team, MJ also owns the 23XI Racing NASCAR team. After COVID, NASCAR was the first sport to start up again in 2020. Denny Hamlin, a driver for Joe Gibbs Racing at the time, used to pass his free time playing golf. A fake news story from 2020 said that Hamlin and Michael Jordan were considering purchasing stock in a NASCAR franchise. Jordan's team denied the allegations, but Hamlin, who was considering his options for his retirement, was curious. Hamlin contemplated sending MJ a text message while playing golf, according to Golf Channel. I'll never forget, I was on the 9th hole of my home golf course and I was like, should I send Michael this article? Let me get his temperature here. And I sent it to him and he responded immediately, says, haha, obviously fake news, not real, but if you want to make it real news, let me know. The following day, Hamlin took a plane to Florida where he met MJ on a golf course and impressed him with a plan. This ultimately prompted them to create 23XI from the ground up. What are your thoughts about this? Do let us know in the comment section below. And that ends today's episode. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please click on the like button and share it with your friends and family. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see even more of our incredible videos. You can also check out our other videos that have been specially selected for you. We'll catch up in the next video.